going on, everybody? It's that time of year again. It's the end of May. Well, that time of year for us. I like to get our firewood done as soon as possible. The woodshed holds about 35 face, and I've got two 10-foot pallets over there. That holds about another 8, I'm guessing, ballpark. And I put out a video, I don't know, a week or so ago about my new favorite work gloves. I've been using, or leather work gloves, and I've been using these mechanics cow drivers for years now, Durahide drivers, whatever. It got stupid expensive, and now I think the quality has really gone down. And I found these Kleins, cow something or others, and this is a brand new pair. Both of these are brand new. We're gonna put them head to head. I'm gonna start off with the mechanics. Normally I wear a large, and this is just something else to keep in mind. These are mediums, and I only picked them up so I could do a review on them, and the quality that I think has went down. They feel chintzier than the previous versions I've had, and the color's different too, but I think that might just be because they're mediums. The larges have a black rim. Let me grab them. So here's the larges. You can see the black stitching, or I don't even know what that would call, brim and label there, whereas these got the brown. The previous pair of Kleins I've been using pretty hard for the last over a month now, and that is the only wear I've got in them. A little hole up here. Actually, this one's got another hole in it now. But we're gonna put these gloves head to head. I'm gonna start off with the brand new mechanics gloves, and we'll see how long they last. I will be shocked if I make it through this firewood without getting a single hole in them. So like I said, mediums. I usually wear a large, but I'll tell you, these seem to fit just fine. And if you look at them, they even look bigger than my larges. So I don't know, we'll see. But these buggers here, these are just a heavier, they got a heavier feel to them. And I don't think I could put a hole in these in one day. I like that it's got the extra pad there. So here is our firewood that we did December of 23. These rows are approximately 60 to 70 feet long. I had all 3 rows with 2 stacks per row completely filled up. This stack here is what filled up the woodshed and the pallets last year. I think there was a little bit left over from last year because the 23-24 season was extremely mild here. We didn't get a whole lot of snow, and it wasn't really cold. You can see how much is left. So I'm gonna guess we're looking just ballpark, probably 20-ish trips to complete this, somewhere in that neighborhood. And I think it'll probably take us 2 days labor, but really we got 3 people working today once everybody's here and ready. Probably 8 to 10 hours total labor. When the kid gets home from school, she'll be helping out too, so that'll be a 4th body. Now it gets kind of tough to stack this thing with more than 3 people working in and around it. Tractor does good though. It does weigh quite a bit, but it does handle it not without much problem. Just gotta make sure the tires are aired up properly. And I'm gonna go ahead and get to stacking. Uncle Jay just showed up, so we're gonna be off to the races. Probably could have filled it a little bit more. Probably not even a full 3 feet deep right now. So good. So in standard 2 saw acres protocol, it is the next day again. And the wood yard is basically empty. Got a couple little piles here and there. We saved a bunch of the shorter pieces and put it and filled the wood crate back up for Uncle Jay. He likes the 16-inch or shorter pieces. So that part's done. I was doing the number crunching, and it's looking like we moved 24 crates, and each crate holds around 63 to 68 cubic feet, ballpark, you know, depending on how much we loaded it. So all of that math worked out to be around 35 to 40 face cord is what we moved in those 2 days. It was about 5.5 hours per day, so 10 and a half, or call it 11 to 12 hours of actual labor between 3 and 4 people. The gloves, 2 days of actual work, and they've got a hole in them. 2 whopping days. I jumped on the mechanics website, and they say, because I was thinking, you know, maybe cow drivers, maybe they're there for horseback riding or something like that, wrangling, and they're just not meant for labor. Well, here's a little screenshot of their website. Specifically says that they're meant for DIYers and yard work and heavy duty, not heavy duty. So unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you want to look at it, I didn't even get a chance to try the other gloves, the Kleins, but I know they're way tougher than these, and they're less expensive. So that would be my recommendation from here on out, is the Kleins. This is the other side of the woodshed. So we got the woodshed over here, and I got 2 10-foot pallets, and I stack it up about a little over 4 feet, sometimes higher, sometimes not. So it sure does feel good being basically ready for next winter, and we haven't even hit summer yet. I'm going to be renting a processor here in the next week. It's supposed to be in the like mid 80s or maybe the 80s next week, so that's too warm to be doing that kind of crap. So, but the week after that, basically the first week of June, it's looking like upper 60s to low 70s. So I'm going to rent that wood processor again for probably 5 days this time. Last time we used it for 4 days, a little over $700, and we were able to knock out 1 big log pile. Theoretically, it was 20 logger cord. That's 20 full cord. And it yielded around 55 to 57 face cord. So, and that's about normal, typical. But I know I've got probably closer to 25 logger cord sitting out there right now. So that'll do it for this video. I appreciate y'all swinging by. If you got any comments on these gloves, please throw something down there. Share your experience with them. If you do a lot of firewood like this too, I'd love to know how you go about doing it. I am really racking my brain trying to figure out a way to handle the pieces less. So in this particular one, you know, we got the logs, used the wood processor, had to load the wood processor. They come off the conveyor, they drop to the ground, then they have to be handled once to stack. Then from there, they get handled again to unstack it into the crate, and then move it from the crate to over here, get it restacked in this wood shed, and then from there, I handle it again to throw it in the boiler. It's just crazy. Granted, like I said, it was only a little less than 11 hours-ish, ballpark. It's not too bad. But if I could figure out a way to not handle it one more time, the stuff seems to dry out just fine in a big pile. I did that a few years back up at my neighbor's yard. We just dumped it in a big pile. And after, you know, 4, 5, 6 months of summertime sitting in the pile, when I went to get it, it was around 18 to 20% moisture content. The only problem was it was sitting in the dirt, so all of the bottom pieces were nasty. And then when you're scooping it, you scoop up a lot of dirt with it. I was using the grapple a lot of times, and you still end up scooping up a lot of dirt, and I don't want the dirt in the woodshed or the boiler or in the house. So if you got any thoughts on that, I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying to figure out something here. I don't really want to have to pour a concrete pad. That's stupid expensive just to save a day of labor. You know, I mean, that's really all we're doing. All right, anyway, I'm rambling now. Appreciate y'all swinging by. Hit some buttons down below. We'll catch you on the next video.